All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts.
Set, 60 on. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hard. Switch it.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking. Go. Sit.
Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
You're not ready. Back 55.
Operating from the gun. Cummins. He is going to find Hill here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Stay with your man. Hey, orbit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want 6 guys. Check 6. Hey, lock it. Back. Roll out. Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Cummins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
Here's Hilliard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Leo.
Shit. Watch twist.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the gun, Cummins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down the middle. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, G.
Here's Locke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Drop deep.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Locke. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Sam off.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Cummins. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
58, come on.
Hey, exit.
58, boy, 58, 58, come on. Here we go.
Hit it.
On 1st down, Cummins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run, watch the run. 58 to Mike, 58, 58 to Mike.
2nd and 6. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Pretty good job escaping the pressure, gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
15 brings up 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
50. Go!
Now it's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cummins. Safarian Jenkins has it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Cummins. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Hey, high 7.
Just like that. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
2nd and 4. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
They can't stop you, son.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Luck now to throw. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's get this all day.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw is Love. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the run, this is Hilliard. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
And come on now. Sponge. No.
Big ass.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
They'll run again with Hilliard. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, set. 30 base.
3 balls.
49. Check 49. Check 3. Roll out. Squeeze. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
Look at me.
What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that...
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On first down, Hilliard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch safety creep.
Fair.
Safety's creeping. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, Sam off now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Time to go, night.
Hey, wahoo!
58.
On 3rd down, Cummins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Blue down.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Love. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's Luck. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Luck. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Luck. And that will be incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch the whip.
Here we go on 4th. Luck. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Hustle, hustle. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Operating from the gun, Cummins looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Under 10, under 10.
On 1st down, Hilliard. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
60 or. Roll out.
Let him know, let him know.
Look, squeeze. Get.
On second down now, Hilliard. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on second down. Luck. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a first down throw. Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Check tight.
Shoot.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.